What's up, people? I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't even clocking the time. I can't even lie. I was here watching my little show and I was like, wait, what time is it? Hold on, you guys. Hold on a minute. Sorry. Yeah, I was like, wow, what time is it? You know what I mean? And then I saw that it was just after 10. So yeah, I apologize for the 5 minutes. But anyway, big up yourselves. I want to say thank you. Wait, let me, because there's always some kind of fluff and excitement falling from somewhere. That my room is dusted, but it's just I don't know if it's hay fever, so I'm just being cautious. But yeah, thank you everybody for um what's the word I want to say? Is showing your love behind the scenes and stuff. I'm really proud that I've done this, like stayed so consistent regardless of the pain. Because that's what I said, like it always happens. And I don't know if it's because I overwork the body or we overwork our mind or because, whatever, whatever. But today I noticed something and it's so important to take your supplements or whatever it is you take for your body. And it was only today that I was like, hold on a minute. When last did I drink a malt? You know the ones. Yeah, man, I gulped down 2 cups of that. And it's starting to just feel a little bit blessed at the moment. So I thought, if I just take 12 hours, let that marinate. So I had to push the time. But yeah, I'm all right. And no, I'm just happy. I'm happy. I can't lie. Like I've been doing it and just staying consistent. And I was talking to the editor today, and like I don't know when I want to start that part because obviously, yeah, it's gonna be a short one for real today. To get it all chopped up and stuff and repurposed up and them things there. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. But so tonight, as you could see in the title, we're gonna talk about the stoma operation, and we're gonna talk about the did I say stoma? I meant kidney first, and then the stoma, the colostomy, right? So after the recap from last night, mum's passing, yeah. So again, they believed that it could have been caused by stress on my body because I was fine, obviously, and obviously I had a discomfort, but I was fine. And we all know, sorry. We all know that stress causes a lot on the body, isn't it? So moving forward now, I'm there in the yard, and I'm like, well, what is this pain like? My kidneys was begging, like oh God, to go the wee wee was not a joke. It was not a joke, friend. It was not a joke. Okay, that's all I can say. And I went to the hospital, went A&Es. Or did A&Es come pick me up? I'm trying to think, bro, I've been in so much A&Es, excitement, blood. I'm trying to remember if they come pick me up. Or was that mixing it up when I couldn't breathe and they had to come pick me up? But oh my God, there's been so much. But yeah, I think I went A&Es. Yeah, I think I went A&E, and I get into A&E and the people who saw I was in agony, you get what I'm saying? So instantly, one of the nurses was like, "Oh, can you do a urine sample?" So I was like, "Yeah, no problem." And obviously they had asked me like, has it, when it happened, and when, how long has it been, and things like that, right? And was there blood and all of this like jazz, right? And everybody knows how the NHS asks their questions. So I don't want to keep going through it. All that jazz they come with. So they come with it, and sorry. The good thing is I needed to go wee anyway. So yeah, went wee, and they come back and they're like, yeah, it's your kidneys, and obviously based on radiology. So they go calculate out the thing, and they're telling me, yeah, like the kidney got, affected. So okay, calm. So what that mean then? So they're telling me, yeah, you have to have operation. Sounds like another one, cause like in my mind, I've just had one December, innit? And now these people, are telling me I got to go and have another one, which I think was like, cause month February, I had the pain for a couple of months, like 2 months of February, March, April. Yeah, so about June. Yeah, about June. And it was like another one. And then obviously it's my birthday. So I was like, I'm not feeling this. Okay. I'm not feeling this. Okay. This is last year, the nasty scene. Now this year you're telling me I forgo, I'm saying, be on the borderline with Jesus again. Like I'm not feeling it. But anywho, went under the knife and um, had my stents. So a stents, obviously, for those who don't know, but just go and Google it, please. Like I said, I don't do medical advice, but it's like a plastic rod that they just put into the kidney to help with the urine to pass out. That's it, nothing complicated. So go through that, and uh, the nurse. Sorry. Said to me that, you know, I got to be careful for, I don't remember if it was like, I can't remember if it was like 5 days or a week or something, like not bending and moving and too much to let it kind of like form in place and them things. So she was giving me like, all of those kind of knowledge there and stuff like that, which was good. So I was really grateful for for that. And then um I come home and I was in agony again 2 weeks later. And it was like, the problem was I was in agony down that area. But according to the hospital, they just put it down to it was my kidneys because obviously they have done the tests. So they weren't really looking at stoma. They didn't check my poo or nothing. And even like they had said, like, yeah, if they'd checked that, they would have seen that, okay, boom, I'm going to have to go under. Or get that chop up and slice up and them things. But let's get to that. So yeah, so the problem happened was that's what brought it again 2 weeks after, and I thought, nah, this is not even a joke. And then the hospital I had to go to, sorry, is in Cambridge. So yeah, got admitted in. Excuse me, got admitted in because they thought it could have been again, side effects or whatever. So you go back to the care team, and while I was there, that's when they detected, okay, nah, it's your stoma. So we've got to go prep you for operation. Nah, friend, I was just like, I don't even know, like, what you're saying. What are you saying? It was one of them, like when somebody's talking to you, and you don't even understand what they're saying. They're not even speaking a foreign language. They're absolutely speaking the British English, right? But it's not connected into the head. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not connected into the head that you're telling me I've got to go again and be on borderline with Jesus for another operation. Oh, this is, yeah, body, mind, spirit, soul, everybody, 10 fingers, 10 toes, blood, everybody was involved in I'm not feeling that. But obviously, I ain't got no choice. You get what I'm saying to you? I ain't got no choice. So that's the one where, they were telling me about the operation's got to be postponed until Monday. I said, I'm not doing that. So I don't even business, like, I'm not even doing that. But so the thing for me, though, what was also a blessedness was I've had the experience of caring for someone with one anyway. So it wasn't like I didn't understand it. It was just a shockness of me. I got to go through that. Like, how long I got? And they're like, well, we don't know until we open you up and all of that jazz and all that NHS jazz and that jazz and that jazz. And I was like, okay, fine. And so I know my sister gonna see that part and start laughing because it's her, you know. If anybody says to me, "What do you mean all this jazz?" That's my sister's word. That's she be like, yeah, something another, sis, and all that jazz. So it's just something that she's always said over the years, but it's her word. I just love how she says it though. But with all that jazz, right? And big up yourself, sis. And it's one of them things there where, you know, you're like, I got the understanding of it, but it was the whole like, bro, that's like life is gonna be totally different in it, like totally different. So I said to myself, okay, let's go ahead, you know what I'm saying, sign a consent or whatever. But the thing was, they they didn't what's the word I'm looking for? They didn't, I didn't know which stoma I was gonna have or which colostomy or what operation I was gonna have, as I said, until she they was able to go in. So when you come out now, um, it's one of them funds you're in a recovery room, and one of the nurses goes, "Oh, she's waking up." And I looked around, and obviously you could see the lights and everything. And one of them walks over to me and talk about, "Yeah, we lost you for a second." Oh, what? What? Lost me? What? What do you like? I don't even know how flipping fast I was able to open up my eyes because at first it's bright lights in it. I don't have on my curtains for my eyes, right? Or my blanket or whatever you want to call it, right? My eye shades, right? My night shades. I don't care. Point is, I'm like doing this, yeah. So like imagine, like, let me see if I can turn my lights. So imagine, yeah, my eyes are shut, right? And then I'm opening them up, but I'm opening them up, like when a baby's first born and they're blinking, blinking, because of course the light, right? And then everyone knows I got light sensory eyes. So I'm blinking, I'm blinking, and I'm blinking, right? And then when I heard the nurse come over to me, I heard the nurse go, "Oh, she's awake." So now I'm going to where the voice was, but the voice for the other one was on the other side. So my head's now doing this when I heard her go, "Oh, you're awake. We almost lost you." And it was like, what lost me? 'Cause of course I understand English very clearly, you know, the ones, okay, I can hear them words very clear. And then I opened my eyes and I was like, lost me? And she was like, yeah, we almost lost you. No, we lost you for a bit. And I was like, no, see, no, yeah, I don't even want to hear that. I looked up to the ceiling and I was like, thank you, God. And I told him when I got back upstairs, I said, I'm not going back under no more knife. I'm not doing that. Not this year, I'm not. So you can scratch me off of any list you've got me waiting on, because you be waiting in vain. I'll tell you that for Jesus. They bust out laughing. I said, you best take off, Miss Blah Blah. I'm not coming. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my body through that. I'm not trying to die. I'm not trying to do none of that. Okay, I'm not trying to do none of that. Okay, please. I just want to try and get. I like, as I said to them, I said, you know what? I just want to get my body repaired in it because I feel like I've had a full MOT. Okay, God has really gone in there. Like I've had all other people blood, and I shout out to the blood donor. I don't know who you are, but I big up yourself. Thank you so much for matching me, allowing me to take that, and you know what I'm saying. So all that, I don't even know who you are. Okay, okay, you could just be a sweet old lovely lady breaking it down to just be a lovely gentleman who does gardening. I don't know. I'm just grateful for your blood. Okay. So I'm a whole different person because I know I'm different. Because at the end of the day, I feel like certain things that I would have gone different with or gone left with, I'm not even handling it that way. And I know it's my walk with God as well. And I know it's my, my everything else. But I'm saying, like, I was seeing it like, I just want to be, put back together and go ahead now and just, what I'm saying, just be the best version of myself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, everybody, bro. Everybody, you understand? Everybody. So it's one of them ones there where so I had the operation. The nurse says, oh, she's awake, and then the other one's like, oh, we lost you for a second. Yeah, I'm not trying to air that, and that's why she was like, oh, your throat might hurt you because we've had to put you on some air breathing excitement machine. But I already know what she's saying, but I don't want to hear that. You know the ones, man, don't want to hear that. Okay, I don't want to hear that. That's not the right time to tell man that. I don't want to hear that. Okay. I don't business what nobody says. I don't want to hear that. Come see me and tell me that about you lost me for a second. What do you mean you lost me for a second? So you mean I went and chat to God and come back? Hey, don't ramp, because you see, that means say God had to come anoint me again or something. Or I had to come in some next line and get some next holy sprinkle and anointment and favor from God, and then come back now to on the earth place. I think that's what's going on. I don't business what nobody said. That's my version and I like it. Okay, go find your own version. It must be because there's no way. Like, I've had operations, I've all had plastic surgery. I've never heard nobody come tell me about they lost me for a couple for so. No, I've never heard that. Okay, that was the first time I heard that. Okay, and then I hearing that and I can't ring my mother and tell my mother say, yeah, hey mum, hear what the people don't tell me today. No, 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 there was no ringing. So it was a lot, man. It was a lot. So anyway, let me tell you what it was now. So a colostomy or a stoma bag, but some might know it as, right, is obviously it's a bag. And I was gonna show you a bag, like an empty bag. But my stoma bag's far, man. I can't get out of bed. I'm in my bed now for tonight. That's me. I've took my bath and everything. I'm good. I'm not getting out of bed now. So anyway, I'll probably show it in like the community thing. But a stoma bag, right, is like a shape of like a, just imagine a question mark, but there's no question. It's just all mark go round, okay? Like a keyhole, okay? And then you got to cut your perimeter of your stoma, and then obviously you peel it off and you stick it on there, and then you can get like sealed bags already, like all in one bag, or you can get drainables, which is allows you to unclip it at the bottom and release whatever and then clip it back up. I prefer those ones personally. The all in one bags, I don't like it because it doesn't allow you to release like gas, air, wind, and if like you've ate a lot and you've got a lot, listen, it's one of them ones there where I've experienced it. That's why I can tell you I wouldn't advise it for us Caribbean people. So, because what's happened is one time I was eating and then it was time now for the stoma to do its work. And I sit down there and I can feel the stoma getting bigger and bigger. But then when I looked down, it looked like balloon. And I said, oh, so what am I supposed to do? Because it's all in one, it's all there. And so I thought, you know what? I'll just get up and go change. It was a good thing I did get up and go change. You see, when I sat down to open up my stoma bag to go ahead and uh, cut round for the new bag, bruv, the bag was volcanoing. That's the best version to give you. It was volcanoing. And I'm literally just looking at it, volcanoing, like, oh my God. And I started screaming for help because it was like, no, this is a mad thing. I was all pulling out the flipping baby wipes and stuff like it was confetti. I was pulling it out, you know what I mean? Peeling it out like it was a box of tissues. And it was like, nah, I can't do this. So I was like, yeah, bun them ones. I just wrote them nicely. Or was it an email? Or I think I called. Blood, I did some administration to say, yeah, don't bother send me them ones again. I want the ones from the hospital. Okay, I want them. And they were talking about, oh, well, what is it? What kind? And I'm looking on the bag, nothing, because of course she took it out the box and gave it to me and then puts me in a nice little zip, bossy carrier bag thing. So all my stuff is in there for me, But yeah, anyway, so I had to go ahead now and ask the nurse, and then the stoma nurse, she told me. Then I got back to the people them. So now they just send that, on a monthly thing, which I'm grateful for. And they send you these bags. Another thing that I thought was to let you guys know, if you ever have to have a stoma bag as well, it's called the key to the city, because that's how they tell it to you as well. You get a gold key, and that lets you get into any disabled bathroom in the UK and EU excitements or whatever. But I just think that's a blessedness, because obviously, what if you do have, an accident or something, or you need to go and change? You can't just, what I'm saying, you do need to be able to access a bathroom. So I think that's really nice for that. You know what I'm saying? I think I've only used mine once. I think when I was out in Luton, and my bag, like I could feel it getting big, because you can touch it and you can feel the size of it. And I was like, oh, I'm not able for this to start being no helium, and I'm out in public, and then it want to start leak and do peekaboo. I'm not able. Do you know them ones? So I think I went into the bathroom and just handled myself. But I've got some stories and some jokes about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there's so much, but I want to do it like when I go to do the comedy side of, after getting this broken down and then putting it together, so that I've got series now of my testimony as well as other things. But I remember when I first got the stoma bag here, I was in the hospital for how long anyway, so I never had no problems, right? And I come home, and I think it was like my second night or my first night, I can't remember. You guys, this goes to show you that it is a whole new world, my mate. I swear to you, it's a whole new world. You know them ones. Because I go to my bed and I must have rolled onto the stoma bag, friend. Them time that I didn't know the stoma bag's already going on with antics, meaning, you know what I'm saying? It's had a couple movements. It's all got some helium in the bag. Yes, I now roll over, and the bag pulled, friend, and I could just feel this warmness. Yeah, yeah, that's all I'm gonna give you guys. You know that ones. Yeah, and I think I must have screamed for Prince because he was home. Mama's was home, but it don't make no sense call for Mama sometimes. Yeah, Mama's act like when her soul is resting, she's actually gone and hanged out with Jesus, mate, and kicking football. And then she's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go back to earth now. Like, she be going on like she's absolutely checked out. But I think because of like the how loud I was, because it was early in the morning as well. It was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. But you gotta understand, like it's just gushing. Oh God, I don't want to gross nobody out. And so yeah, Prince came down. Um, oh, Mama's came down. King came down. It was on the floor. Oh, it was just the most. The bed was, oh, it was just the most. It was just the most. Like, just know why. And then it's crackaway as well, that you're like, oh, this is just, no, this is serious. But I was so thankful for them. Big up my children, for real. I love you guys, for real. You know that already. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even have done it without you guys. But there was not even like or nothing, or made me feel no kind of way. You get what I'm saying? It was just straight, you know, newspaper, get as much up and wipes, and then yeah, boom, clean it up. And you get me? And then I was able to go ahead and get myself changed and washed up, and you get what I'm saying? Strip down bed and all that. By the time you look now, it's all 6 o'clock. So you might as well put the stuff in the machine. And that experience made me now learn that I can sleep one side. So even in my sleep, I've learnt that I would, before I roll, and you guys will think it's a joke, but you learn to adapt. And my adaptation is like, if I'm going to roll on that side, I automatically will put my hand to feel my bag, to see if it's swollen, to see, and if it is, then it's a natural for me to feel. You can tell, like, if it's just air, wind, gas, or if you've had a movement. And so if you can feel it and feel like it's just air, you're able to kind of just, that's why I like the um resealables, because you're able to just open it, let it out, and then think. But yeah, it's a bit of a smelly moment still, but it is what it is. Or you can get up and go and do what you're doing, but blood, if you can't take the smell of your own shit, then you shouldn't shit. That's the way I see it. So, or clean out your insides, or, you know what I'm saying, go and shit in a bush and then come back. I don't care. The point is, that's an experience. And then it's funny because when I went for my appointment, I was sharing with the nurse when she was asking me, "Oh, I see that you've, had a stent put in recently, and I see this, and I see that, you've had a colostomy bag." I was like, "Yeah." She said, I had that. I just got mine reversed." And yeah, she was telling me about when she went to the hotel with her husband in London and it removed itself. She said, "I did dead." Because I could imagine, I know what she means when she's talking about it just removed itself, because I've experienced that. It's just the lingo that I guess we use, isn't it? But anyway, yeah, she said it just removed itself, but then the bag ended up turning upside down, and because she kept rolling, she was literally just letting everything out on the people in bed. Yeah, it was peak. So I was like, oh my God, that must have been an experience. She's like, yeah, we just end up having to pay for the mattress and them things there. But it's a good little chuckle, I guess for some of us anyway, because we're not taking it as nothing. We're just grateful that we're here. And she gave me some insight. But let me rewind, because now that I said her, I made me forget that I forgot this bit. When I had the operation, sorry, I didn't know which one I had because obviously, like I said, there's not some of them that's reversible, and some of them's not reversible. And when I asked the information, it wasn't provided to me at the present time because the doctor hadn't had done his report. And then obviously, um, when I had got the paperwork, I was in too much agony to even penetrate it. So I literally just took the paperwork and put it in the filing system and was like, yeah, at least I know, for when I'm ready. Sorry. Anyway, so um I had the stoma in the kidney operation, and then that's when now I decided, okay, like it's my birthday, and then that's what I said about baby girl, and then we're going yard. So Monday to Thursday next week will all be about me talking about Jamaica, and that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday it will be my Here Are Your Flowers for, you know, that trip as well, because there's some people I want to big up and shout out. So tomorrow is the first episode of Here Is Your Flowers. And what I'm hoping I can do is like, so this week I'll be able to go ahead and give flowers to the people them according to the testimony, and it will make sense because it will just keep it together, and then I'll add that into the playlist as well. And then what I'm going to do is then do the next playlist for the next week and the next playlist, but then I'm going to do one that's just got all of the series in it so people can just go ahead and binge watch that if they want to. But I'm going to break it down into week, and then so the one that's there now, that's going to be the one that's going to go everybody that's already been going. That's going to be the one that's got all the series. But after tomorrow, then it will be week one, week two testimony, and then it will just be the highlights of every day of what, as much as possible, so that it's easy as well. Because I ain't gonna lie, I feel like doing it this way from now and building it like this from now would be a smarter thing for me to do with the long-term plan that I have. So it's like, if you create a playlist for now, like I know there's people just like me who has watched YouTubers or watch YouTubers, and you go to watch something or something comes up and you'd like to watch another episode of that, but there's not a playlist. So it's like now you're searching, but sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you've got to search it in and put part two, and then boom, there it is. Sometimes they've got it as click. It doesn't matter how they do their channel, it doesn't matter how what works for them. I'm saying for my audience, for my thing, for what I'm looking to do, I know that once I start connecting, like say like the truck drivers and stuff, that is going to come now and watch it on there, not just listen to it on the podcast. I don't want it to be where the testimonies all over the place. You see what I'm saying to you? What if even if I need to go back and refer to something, I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, what week was that though? And then what was this and what was that? At least I want to be able to say, okay, um, if I can't specifically remember the video, and go in the all series, at least I can go week by week by knowing, okay, well, that day I spoke about this. You know, what if the diary get damaged or something? I don't know. I'm just saying. And I've done it like that just to make it easier for everybody as well, because I know that there's people that says, you know, I get help them get through the day at work. You know, some people are doing long hours, like 12-hour shifts. So if they can just go ahead and plug it in, they don't need to touch it and just listen to the playlist, then that's a blessing for me. That's a blessing for them. So I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's hard having a stoma bag. I can't lie, because it's like a simple hug can just give too much going on, you know, especially if the bag is helium and up, or it's swelling or something, or you know, thing. But they got a good care system, and they got a good company. And now I've got seals, because I was having leakage on the side. Maybe we thought it was a 40 box, so another box came, but it wasn't that. And I got that knowledge from the nurse when I went to go and talk about my kidney, and she told me that she had a lot of leakage as well. And it's kind of stressful, because you kind of feel bad to not even go anywhere sometimes, because you don't want it to be where you're gonna have a leakage and you're out, you know. So she introduced me to sorts, and so yeah, I got a seal now, which is good. And it's the size of your actual stoma. So all I have to do is put that on the stoma first, and then put the bag. Still got to cut the bag and then put the bag, and then I don't have no problem. I've been all right. So yeah, I've been having that now since what, about March, or just about February, March, I guess. February, March maybe. Yeah, maybe March. Um, I got a sample, and then they sent me a box, and I've been all right since then. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. I can't lie. Because again, you know, it's like you're thinking to yourself, like, can I go swimming? Can I this? Can I that? Like, there's so much. I remember one time I went to go bend down to pick up the dustpan and broom, you guys. Bend down, you know, to pick up the dustpan and broom. And by the time I got up, I could smell, you know, and I looked at my clothes, and the bottom of the bag was just swinging like a door flap. I was like, nah, lie. I just bent over just to pick up the dustpan and broom. Now I've got to stop what I'm doing, get my bucket, because I can't be asked to go upstairs. And now I have to go and do a old MOT to remove the bag without touching my clothes. Like, it's just skills now I've developed, Aya. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was so vexed that I just took up my phone, went on Amazon, and order a long handle dustpan and broom set. I'm not into it. I'm not bending again if that's the case. Forget that for no dustpan and broom. No, I'm not doing it. So, yeah, that helps me now. I can just sweep the kitchen floor, and that's it. Just grab that long handle thing, sweep it up there, lift up the thing, lick the bin open up, tip it out, lick it back, go back and put it back. No more bending, because I'm not able. You bend, and when you bend, you get up and you can smell poo. And then when you check yourself, your bag is flapping like flip flops, just hanging at the bottom. No, this is revolting. Like, I'm not doing it. So yeah, I'm grateful for the woman sharing that knowledge. Sorry if some of you's like, oh, that's disgusting. Bruv, I told you already that it was gonna be as transparent as possible. And what's the purpose of me not sharing? Like, so half of you already know I got a stoma bag. And my point is, like, I don't want people to not understand it's not as bad as you think, and it's so frightening when you're told these things. And if you don't have knowledge, you're going to search for knowledge. So why not listen to somebody that has experienced it, walked it, and can help you to understand some of the things, and some of the things to listen out for. Sudocrem as well is very good for people that's got stoma, because you might develop a rash, because you've got to remember this adhesive is on your skin. And I don't know about no one else, how sensitive your skin is or not. Mine was. So they get a rash. So boom, Sudocrem, nice little small little layer, get it all nice and round, yeah, and that's you won't get no problem. You understand what I'm saying? They've also got a powder that the doctors can give you with a long nozzle, and you can put that on there. That's a bad man as well. You've also got some surgical wipes that you can use, and once you remove it, you just wipe 2 times and drop it in the black little bag that you get for your disposable bags, right? So it's the knowledge. And obviously, it's like, I feel like you got to give people, like, it's not just, yes, you stick this bag and you're all right to get out there and go. I don't want nobody to tell you no lie. No, you can't. It's not as easy as that. You've got to, when you're leaving the house, you're coming like newborn baby. You've got to make sure you've got your bag, you've got your this, you've got your key, you got your that, you got your wipes. You've all got to make a like a packed lunch stoma bag, okay, to go out. And depending on where you're going, you might just need to go ahead and just bring a t-shirt and some jeans just in case it have a leakage and it get too excited. So you end up now just saying, you know what, where's the backpack? It's long. Backpack's not a problem. You don't know what's in a backpack, in it. So I don't mind to just roll up a sweat bottoms, roll up a t-shirt, yeah, and then roll up the stoma bag, pack lunch bag, and that's me bopping. I don't care, because I'm not going to embarrass myself just because, you know what I'm saying, I can't bend down to pick up dustpan and broom because Stoma wants to start flapping. No, I'm not doing it. So, like I said, when it comes to me like talking about my thing, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it is what it is. It's life. I'm just grateful I'm here. I'm just grateful that I'm able to tell you my journey, my experience, and be as transparent, even for people that know me, so that, like, if I say something like, oh no, yeah, I can't do them thing there, bruv, I can't be going them places. I don't want you now to be like, no, you can, man, it's good. No, start thinking, yeah, she's probably concerned about a stoma bag. I need you to start understanding my world is not your world. We're not in the same world, okay? Okay? We can't do the same things, friend. You can probably bend down and pick up your own dustpan and broom. My life, yeah, it's I've got to think about it. So that dustpan and broom is under the sink. It's not needed because I'm not bending for it. So it's not needed. I'm not dashing it, but it's not needed. It's under the sink because the long handled one come through Amazon the next day. I'm good. Okay. Yeah. So I just want people to be like, just it's not don't and you don't feel like you have to ask me, oh, is it because of your stoma bag? Because I'll just be like, you know what, the other phone's ring, I'll call you back. And you will wait for Jesus to call you first before I call you back. Because I just think there's no purpose to highlight my situation. Like I never asked you to be my flipping doctor. I'm just saying, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work for me. I'm not gonna feel comfortable. That's the sentence you're getting. There's no more questions to ask, but why? There's not no, oh, yeah, you're right. Could be like a bit much with the stoma bag. Because then I'll just never be able to go nowhere with you because that means you're not understanding what I'm doing. Do you know what I want to say? You're not getting it. Yeah, you're not getting it, and I'm not gonna fall out with you on earth, and then you want to come smile up with man in heaven. I'm not in a that either. That I'm not doing. Okay, enough for you. Need to understand that as well. Okay, I'm not doing that. So I'm really glad that I'm doing this, and I'm really glad that sorry, I've really took the time. Like I said, I broke down the whole month of June and what would, how I'll do the testimony. And that way I know I won't miss anything. I felt like if I did try to do it in a whole hour, It's just me rambling on, and then I would dismiss stuff, and then I'm rushing certain bits. So I think we're coming up to an hour soon. And hold on, let me tell you, because I've realised that it's counting up here. Yeah, I'm doing good. So I feel like, anybody who got any questions or stuff, drop them in the comment. I'll try and help you or navigate you to a company or just information, researching, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not no joke. Enough people don't like talk about certain things. Oh, but until something happen and some superstar or some celebrity is gonna come talk about it, then when I want to talk about it, well, bruv, I don't need to be in your celebrity highlight, okay? Eyes in Jesus celebrity highlight. That works for me. And the fact that I'm being obedient to him and, you know, trying to just say, listen, my story you may not want to know if you know me. That's calm. But there's people in the world that does want to hear my story. You see? Adapt me I say. So don't let no one tell you that your journey, your path, your history, your life ain't the next story for someone else to help them. So that's what I'm hoping to do, to inspire someone or to give hope to somebody and their family when they're told, like, what a kidney stent is and how long, they're gonna can keep it in there. Because another thing why I say it's important is this: when I first got the stents, I got told, this was in July, and I got told that it's for 6 months and I forgot to have another operation in December. But true me don't go protest about the operation and my body and my soul and being on the borderline with Jesus. They said, okay, scratch that. We'll do it the first part of the year. So the first part of the year now, that's when the people them with the dentist, because I did have a dentist tooth last, and I forgot to tell you guys about the dentist, the teeth that drop out, crack, I should say, due to the chemo, biting a banana to us. And so yeah, so sorry. So um, you know, it rolls over, and then they had said, now I'm starting to panic because they said 6 months. So when I called up and gentleman was like, the doctor called me anyway, I had a telephone consultation, whatever, and the doctor said to me, he goes, I said, yeah, well, they said 6 months and now we're going into like 8, 9 months and I'm just concerned. And he goes, oh, that's okay. Don't worry. The one that you have is, you can have it for about a year, before it has to be changed. So I said, okay. I said, now, you said, well, what happens, if it's not, changed or whatever and so forth. So the man start giving me some horror story NHS chat, some really freaking out my soul with about, well, if the tissue's formed over it, it could be complications. We might have to leave it, put a new one and go back in. I said, what, go back for another operation? I said, look, doctor, we're not doing none of this, okay? This is not trial and error. This is, like Doctor No. And because they know my personality, they can't help but laugh, but I'm being so serious. I'm not even giggling. I'm just talking to him like I'm talking to you. I said, yeah, doctor, look, no. Look, we're not doing that, okay? We're not going to go in to see what's going on to then whether we're going to leave that to put another one to then have to go back a couple of weeks later to take out the first one. We're not doing that, okay? We need to find a machine that can make you look, what's going on so you can make the decision before you make me go under and then we've got too much going on and we're not doing that, okay? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing that. That's what we're not gonna do. Okay. So yeah, what I will say was amazing is it was 18 months. I know. And even he said that he was so amazed on how easy it was to come out, how there was no tissue or nothing formed on it, and there was no complications. And people that know that I've not had no pain since I've had that operation. I was in pain for a long time, innit, you guys, about 2 years or more. So I feel like the pain that I'm having now has shifted, moved over. But I think, like I said, it's only today I've realised it's because I went taking my black seed. and my castor oil, and I forgot that I wasn't drinking my malt. I usually drink like one or two a day, and that's good for the bones, muscles, and them things there. So, yeah, I'm back on track with taking that. I don't even know how I stopped taking that. It's the sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla be doing that, be acting like there ain't nothing else allowed in my life. I swear to you, because I can drink sarsaparilla hot or cold. So, like, I'll get up and I'll have my prayer or whatever, and then I'll go make like a hot sarsaparilla. So then lunchtime now or whenever I'm making something, my drink would be sarsaparilla. So of course Malt's like, yo, what are you dealing with? Like you usually have a hot malt in the morning and like a hot malt just before your bed. So it's lessons learned though, but I just feel like as well, like because I was so, focused on, getting, my whole breakdown of the June for the series and be able to, like I said, finish off everything, my back end, and have things ready and structure and things rolling and things looking right and things just blessed and things just manifesting, and you understand me, all of that. I feel like it is, isn't it? You get up and you don't even thinking, oh yeah, I've got to go take my supplements. Like I wasn't. And I feel like the little, what, 2 week or 1.5 week it's been since I forgot to take them, it's mashed me up. Okay, I'm not ashamed to tell nobody. Okay, I'm in my bed. Okay, but I deliberately said I was gonna just rest, you know what I mean, today, because I said I don't want to be putting myself through too much, and I really have to go to the people them A&E, because see right now, that's what we're debating on, what, which hospital do I go to, my local hospital, or do I go back to, I'm saying, the people them out of London. That's what they're gonna call me about sometime this week, because I just want to make sure, like, what I'm saying, like, I ain't worried about nothing on that side. No, I ain't. I'm only want to know, like, is this gonna be till Jesus is ready for me in heaven? That's what I want them to tell me. I'm not, worried about, oh, is it come back? No, don't put that in the comments because you get blocked on sight. I'll see that. I'll block that. You take care. God bless you. See you in heaven if you reach. I'm just more like, if this is what I'm gonna have to do. Remember when I said yesterday about there's a place in America, so I'm just waiting for that to come over, and you drop it in the bath and you sit there. But if that works, then I'm all right. If that's how my life is, that's fine. I'm not bothered. But I don't want to be thinking I can go to my bed and wake up, and then I'm waking up and it's like, Jesus, please, why? What is this pain? Yeah, I don't want to be doing that. I bet you guys are laughing, but yeah, big up you guys self, man, for real. And I'm really excited to do my first Hero Your Flowers, because I've been planning this from like I had the concept years ago. I'll tell you straight up, because if you're on Instagram, my Lady Share Productions LSP page, is that's what that is. It is your Here Is Your Flowers with the promo and stuff. But I didn't really push it the way I did, but it really did well for me with networking, though, mother friggers. I can't give you that. Oh, yes, it has. So, it will be like really, really, really great to do it tomorrow. And I will be upstairs tomorrow because I'm gonna be getting up, and my son is home. So he got muscle man, he big muscles. So if I need any assistance up and down the stairs, he's a shouting. So I'm good. So yeah, can't wait to go and do that tomorrow. My first hair of your flowers. And yeah. Yeah, well, I guess that's me then, because I'm yawning now and I feel like I'm gonna just sign off. I think I'm just gonna make myself a soursop tea and go to bed. All right. So big up you guys self. I really love you guys. I've just done it solo tonight. I just thought I'll just run it real quick, because that's what I mean. I wasn't on live and broadcasting and them things. So I'm just trying to take the energy for myself, and be able to stay consistent and deliver this. Yeah. So I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget, like, comment, share. Okay, I need to get to the 4,000 watch time on this now. and we'll take the rest of the journey from there. And who knows, if I got to go out of London, I'll probably take you guys with me and go live so that you guys can see me at the hospital. Hey, have you guys seen that robot doctor that does operations? Yo, I have. So if I have to go up there, I'll show you guys the poster first, and then there's a glass thing with one of the AI doctors done up in there. I just looked on it from across the whole long way, okay? Because I'm not able for that to block out a no case, no display cabinet, no glass, nothing. Yeah, want to interact with human, okay? I'm not going to be the one to read that in the news. I'm not that guy. So looked on the poster and I said, no way. They got the robot. Sorry, doing that operation. Like shocking, like wow. And then they got him beside there. Audacity with hospital jacket on, called AKA a smock. What's the robot doing with the smock on, by the way, and surgical gear? Hilarious. But that's good though. I think it's good, Because when you think about it, right, if you can get robot to go and do operations, yeah, you can send the robot anywhere, innit? So it's good, man. But it just makes me feel like, yeah, we're gonna be living definitely in an AI world. I mean, I was saying it from last year, those who know me, but it's getting serious now, friend. Anyway, that's not the subject. So good night, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you guys love the replay. Let me know because you know what I'm saying. I've got some people that are letting me know like they're loving the series. So I feel like I'm real feeling confident now and a bit more excuse me, ahead of myself to go ahead now and letting another set of community and platform people. So yeah, I will be doing that. So each week I'll just be adding in another, adding in. But like I said, hopefully it works. You know what I'm saying? Or even if I've got like majority of all the platforms done this month, it's better than nothing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night for our first episode of Here Is Your Flowers. Yeah, you might want to join in. You never know who I'm going to mention and who I'm going to big up and shout out. Yeah. All right. And you guys, love, peace, and happiness. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye.